Welcome to another week. Here we go. We got some fun stuff coming up. Wait till you see what we're working on now. Anyways, Merry Christmas, everyone. All you people, I hope you have a great holiday. And remember to reach out to other people that you haven't seen in a while. That's important. All right, here we go. Hi, my name's Gus Cameron, and I'm the owner of This Old Chopper. Okay, so we got something coming today. We also are going to take a road trip to check out a guy, my buddy Kenny. He's into some cool stuff. Wait till you see this. All right, chopper, Honda. Wait till you see what's coming up. All right. Hey, well, holy growly. We freaking took a 1 hour drive, and here we are. We're down at Kenny's place. Kenny, how you doing?
How you doing?
Good. Welcome to This Old Chopper. What are you working on?
Working on some hot saws.
Hot saws. So yeah, he's a competition chainsaw, wood cutting,
Yep.
cool guy.
Yeah. Something different.
Something different. Yeah. So how many horsepower and stuff like that?
Well, some of them got 50, 60. I've built one up to 90.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, It's pretty wild to hang on
That's
to.
cool. Let me turn it around. I'll show you what we got going on. We're in Kenny's shop. Got a nice little lathe. Nice little tool bench. It's about minus 20 in here right now. It's got the heater going. But there's the saws. Look at the tune pipe on that. How many cc is that?
That's a 270.
270 cc's in a chainsaw. There's the bar. Look at the size of the bar. And you're cutting, what are you cutting? You're cutting 14-inch wood?
Anywhere from 8x8 square to 20-inch wood.
20-inch wood. And you were just telling me just over 1 second from the ground to the wood.
Yeah, most guys can do that.
And about 6 and a little tiny bit going through.
Yeah, and some guys are a lot faster, depending on the size of the motor.
So how much work do you do to the chain to...
Oh, the chains are rasped up pretty good.
I would say, probably...
They're cut down pretty good. I can go get one to show you.
Yeah. These are cool. Kind of looks a little odd without the bar on it, but you can get it. The bar hooks on right here and goes out this way. Look, he's bringing out a chain.
Can you get a shot of that tooth?
Yeah. Oh my God, it's pointy.
Oh yeah.
That's a little different than your normal chain.
Oh yeah.
Wow. So you must keep them in good shape and keep them.
You have to be competitive. You got to keep them in good shape.
That's your bread and butter, right?
Yeah.
The chains.
There's guys out there that can find them a lot better than me too.
Yeah. Very cool. Right on. So you got a little bit of a lathe going on.
Yeah, just a small one for my needs. A little milling machine over there.
Oh yeah, look at that little Craft Tex. Yeah. Looks good. So what's all the shavings? What are you making?
Well, I'm going to start working on a head.
A head.
Here. Yeah, a head.
He makes his own heads. Oh yeah, there's the stock.
I grab a one that's partially finished.
Yeah. Is this something new? This is a new kind of thing that you're doing?
No, I got the idea from a guy in Australia.
Yeah.
And there's lots of stuff going on. Little template here to
get the holes right.
Yeah, get the holes right.
Yeah. Australia. That's very cool.
Yeah. So that guy made this one. I messaged him, asked him if I could copy it.
Yeah.
And he had no problem with that.
Yeah.
So that's...
Are you a machinist by trade?
Millwright machinist.
Oh yeah, millwright. Cool.
Yeah.
Cool. Right on. All right. Another lathe over there, isn't it?
Yeah, a little
tiny one, yeah.
It needs some work.
Little hobby lathe, yeah.
Yeah, it needs some work. I got a gear stripped in it.
Oh yeah, bummer.
Yeah.
Bummer. So we've got a nice little hut here. This is nice. Yeah, we got the mowers. Still got the grass? Are you cutting grass?
No.
You have a big blower on the front of that.
This is my dad's ranch. I work out of it for now until I get my own bill.
Oh, right. Well, thanks for showing us around. Thanks for showing us your hobby. Don't forget to check out Wrenching for Wellness. We're going to have a new video up there shortly. And we're going to talk about what he does and why he does it. All right, thanks, Ken.
Thanks, guys.
Hey, wasn't that fun? Holy crow. Hot rod chainsaws. Man, I'll tell you, I'm going to go there in the summertime when they're competing. I want to see them 250cc chainsaws, cut wood. Anyway, so I just drained that. It's only got half a tank in it. My homemade fuel gauge right there. So I drained it. I put some stabilizer in it. I put the gas back in it. The old gas is still in the car. I want to run this. I just put my gas back in that. It's got stabilizer in it. I want to run that. So let's get them started and let them run to get in some of that stabilizer into the carburetor. Hopefully that's going to help me over the winter. I know I did a test on this last year and it failed the gas. So we're going to run some stabilizer. It's not going to be a true representation of the stabilizer because I got that fits. I got those little cube things or whatever they are that Ralph sells in the tank. I got 2 in that and I got 2 in that. So I'm not going to do a thing to my Street Glide. I'm just going to leave the gas and see how it turns out. This has got my fits things in there and stabilizer. That's just got stabilizer. Andrew's bike's got nothing, and Molly's bike's got nothing. So I'm going to mix up a new batch. I'm probably going to add gas to Andrew's because the fuel injector is hard to drain. You got to take the thing off, and you got to figure around to try and drain it or suck it out through the cap. And Molly's I know is old gas because it ain't running that good. So I'm going to get that out of it. Anyways, I just said what I'm going to do, so that's what we're going to do. Let's get these things started. Let's go with this one. All right. So gas on. I know my garage door is closed, so after I start them both up for a second, I'll open up the garage door and get some fresh air in here. So gas is on, key is on, enrichener's up, a couple of squirts, neutral. I tell you, there's nothing better than hearing your work start up. I got the tank on nice. The wiring's cleaned up. You know, the gas is all good. I got some stabilizer in the carburetor now, so we should be good. That's unbelievable. They're so different, eh? Everybody, well, what's your favorite one? I got no favorite. I love them all. I even love this freaking thing, the Honda. If I ever get that going. But that's a hot rod. That's a chopper. That's a street machine. I mean, Weiss is a nice bike. The 98's a nice bike. Anyways, very happy. Very happy. I don't need anything else. I'm good. But I'm always open to new things. And maybe in the next couple of days, you're going to see a Moto Guzzi sitting on this table. My buddy's bringing it over. We're going to go get it Wednesday with my little trailer. And we're going to get it on the table. And we're going to be doing the charging system on a Moto Guzzi. Never ever wrenched on one before. Never even seen anybody wrench on one before. But we're going to do it. It's going to be good. So stay tuned for that. You'll see some cool stuff. Anyways, let's see what happens in the next couple of days. I'll be right back. What's going on? We got something. We got something. Let me flip it around. Ron, what did you do?
Well, I didn't really do anything, but I asked you to pick me up a little bike here of mine and see if you can help it out.
Oh my God. Look at that freaking beast. What? Holy shit. What year is that?
It's a 2014.
Wow. Charging issues.
Charging issues, yeah. I believe it's one of three things, and I have all the three things, so I'm going to ask you to probably just put all the new stuff on, and then we know what we got.
Yeah, definitely. Might as well.
Yeah.
They always say when you got a charging problem on other bikes that there's no sense just putting a regulator on it. You might as well put a friggin' what was the other part?
Stator.
You put a stator on it, put a regulator on it. Maybe a new battery.
This one has an alternator.
Yeah. And it's got a belt.
It does have a belt, yeah.
We're going to find out where that's at.
Yeah, it's up in under here somewhere.
Yeah. Anyways, well, stay tuned, folks, and you'll see us doing some wrenching for wellness on this Moto Guzzi. Wait till you hear it, too. My God. Sounds cool. All right, folks, we'll be back. Okay, Brother Ron, you know where you're going. Perfect. Well, it's been a challenge. So the first thing they say in the instructions that I got is to remove the tank. So I'll turn it around and show you what I've done so far. All right, so I got the seat off. I got the battery out. Look, this is a grease fitting for something. It's on a cable. It's on a hose. Maybe it's clutch. I don't know what it would be. Anyway, so I got some screws out here. I got a bolt out of here. I got the shroud off. There's a shroud that covers up all this. It's right here. The shroud. I've got bolts so far. I got a bag to hold them. I'm trying to keep everything square. So there's a bolt underneath. You can see right there. Only problem is in back there's a blind nut and the blind nut's spinning. So I don't know if I can get a short pair of needle nose in there to hold the blind nut. Both of them are spinning. So I'm thinking that I got to take this part, this shield off. I know this has got to come off. This pushes forward somewhat. I don't know. I gotta figure out how that comes off because I'm looking for some forward bolts to hold the tank on. I'm also looking for a fuel line. Looks like that might be a fuel line. But once I get that off, I can see maybe the petcock. So I'm going to use a pair of needle nose to hold that blind nut in the back and see if I can get the sides off. All right, stay tuned. Okay, updates. I drained all the fuel out of the tank. It was quite heavy. I was trying to figure out how to get this off, and I was pushing it forward and it wouldn't lift up. But lo and behold, it's got a pin. So you pull back on it. So it goes on like that, and you pull back, and that gets this off. So I can see that this hose is causing me trouble. I don't know where the feed line is yet, but I'm going to take that hose off. I'm going to undo these connections. I'm going to mark them, and we'll see what else I got to do to get this tank off. Stand by. There you go. We got her off. There's the fuel line. You got to squeeze both sides and it'll release. There's an electrical connection. And there's a little hose down there. Other part of the hose is still on the tank. So there you go. Tank's off. So that's pretty good. And there's the alternator. So we got to access the front. So there's a bunch of shit you got to take apart up here, like these shrouds. I think you got to let the oil cooler go, let it hang down. I'm maybe going to strap this someplace else, get these out of my way, these cargo straps. But yeah, so a bit more progress. That's the alternator. Yeah, so I'm reluctant to do this, but one foot in front of the other, right? Okay. So I let go the 8mm that hold the brake line on. That was the next step. Then cut all the tie wraps that hold all this wiring in this plastic thing right here. So that's all. I let it all go, and I just used some tie wraps to hold it up out of the way. I'm taking these two bolts off right now because that's holding the plastic on, I guess. So they're off. So I think this plastic should come out. Yep. Down and out, I guess, or something. Make some room. So yeah, the next step is get this plastic out of here. Maybe I'll get to see the fan belt and the tensioner. So stand by. I got that plastic cover off. I got all the wires up out of the way. So here it is. So there's a few more steps. I'm gonna go in and print off the instructions that I got because I've just been looking at it on my phone, and we'll read it and go step by step on how to get at the belt. Okay. So that's all off. So here's the instructions. So remove gas tank, remove the chrome cover, remove the 8mm bolt holding the brake line on. I got that done. And then I sort of skipped to number 4. It says remove the zip ties holding all the wires on the plastic piece into the corner of the frame on the right side. Remove the plastic part that covers the alternator tension adjuster jam nut. So that must be that right there. Tensioner, adjuster, or jam nut right there. The part that I skipped says remove demand valve. It is where the frame comes together underneath the ignition switch. So that comes together underneath there. Forward of the valve's original position is a socket head top hat bolt. Loosen but do not remove this bolt yet. So that's the part. Demand valve? What the F is a demand valve? So yeah, so that's only well, I did step 4. That's step 3 is the demand valve. 5 is remove the crash bars, remove the bolts from the bracket of the crash bars are bolted to. So we got no crash bars, so that's all right. Remove the horns, which are right here, and oil cooler. Don't forget the connector that powers the fan. So they want me to remove that oil cooler. So there's a couple of bolts on the bottom I see, and bolt there. I don't think I'm gonna undo the lines. I don't think it's necessary for that, but maybe it needs to get out of the way to access something. Anyways, all it is a bunch of instructions. There's no pictures. There's no way to communicate with the guy that wrote this unless I sign up to the forum, the Moto Guzzi forum. I don't even remember what it's called. It's here somewhere. It doesn't even say. Anyways, it is a Moto Guzzi forum. So maybe if I become a member, I can start asking questions. But yeah, no pictures. Pictures. And I'm going to try to use all this documentation with video, and I'm going to try to share it. So there's some other Moto Guzzi guys out there, the girls, that might find this video helpful. Anyways, that's where we're at. I'll try and figure out what the demand valve is. Okay. So the demand valve, could that be the demand valve? The instructions say remove demand valve. It is where the frame comes together underneath the ignition switch. So there's the ignition switch. So the frame comes together underneath the ignition switch, right? Don't ask me. So this thing here goes to the throttle. These 2 cables go to the throttle. So it doesn't say 2 bolts. It says remove the demand valve. Is where the frame comes together underneath the ignition switch. Forward of the valve's original position is a socket head, top hat bolt. It's not plural, but there's 2 bolts holding this in place. Loosen but do not remove this bolt yet. So no, he's talking about 1 bolt. And where the F would that 1 bolt be? Up underneath, where the frame comes together underneath the ignition switch. It's got to be in there somehow. I hate instructions with no pictures. All right, after doing a little more research, I found out that this is called the demand sensor. That's off. What's that for? Anyways, it's all kinds of stuff. Anyways, demand sensor. So it's got 2 bolts right there. What size are they? They are 8 mil. So the instruction says loosen, don't remove. Why? I have no idea. Okay, that one's loose. Okay. I even want to bet. I bought a wrench yesterday. 1 wrench at Princess, 8 mil. A ratchet wrench, because I was trying to get that brake bolt out. So it says don't remove. It's all right. So these are loose. Okay, the demand sensor is. Why the frig wouldn't I take them out? Should I not pay attention to the instructions? What? Tell me. What's it gonna do? Okay, I'll pay attention. What does it say here? It says remove. Top hat bolt, loosen but do not remove this bolt yet. So it's only talking about 1 bolt. There's 2 holding that one in. Remove the horns, remove the 3 socket head attacher and the Y-shaped bracket that is bolted to the engine mount. just below where the brake lines. Yeah, okay, remove that Y bracket. Remove the 3 socket head cap screws holding a silver round mount behind the bracket where the Y bracket was. They're accessible through the... Finish removing top hat bolt in step 3. So that's step 10. I don't see why that's an issue. I'm taking the damn things out because I'm me. What? I don't know why. I'll find out though. Maybe the nut will fall off the back and I will never find it again. I don't know. I can't see it being an issue. Right? So, there, maybe I'll use my new wrench. Why not? Go underneath that, Gus. There we go. That's fuel line. Or something. All right. Okay, so we're gonna go for the oil cooler next. The horns and the oil cooler. Okay, there's one out. Buddy that wrote the instructions is probably saying, or he will be saying, what a dummy, I told him not to take them out. I don't see an issue. I'm just trying to find out what's what. Okay, there's the second one. Stop it. Okay, so it looks like I'm going to have to cut a zip tie right there. Where's my cutters? And I dropped my cutters. There we go. This old chopper has really good tool etiquette. Is that what it's called? There. Zip tie. So, what? I wonder. Okay. There's the demand sensor. It's loose. Should I unplug them? I don't know. Don't know. I can see what we're going after. There's a cover in there. We got to take, I think the fan belt's going to come down through this hole. Probably unclip these wires and get the cover off so I can see the belt. I think that's the next part. I got to do the oil cooler and the whole. Why do I keep hitting my head on that? Oil cooler and the horns. So I can get, I guess there's some frame stuff I got to take apart to access the front of the engine. No, what's that? That's funny. Look. Oh, I dropped it. There's another one. There's little rocks in there. I think somebody put this in the ditch. If I could get these out. Get my fingers working. Oh. Look at that. Hunk of cement. Holy shit. What story does that tell? What does that say? There's 2 pieces down there. Ain't that wild? Piece of cement. Did this thing get crashed? That's crazy. All right, so that's it. I think my timing is getting close to a half an hour, so I'm probably going to wrap it up, and we'll continue in the next video, moving further with this thing, trying to get access to that belt and see if it's broke, slipping, or what it's doing. I mean, this could be a complete alternator change because it's not charging, but we're starting with the simple stuff first. I mean, that's always the way. So listen, don't forget to like and subscribe. Check on your buddies. Don't forget my buddies, YouTubers, Slickhead Custom Cycles, Hippie Shopper Corner, Sean, S&S Customs, and Ralph, It's My Time, Let's Go. Don't forget to check them guys out. And also, Goldie at Goldie's Garage. He's got a channel, so check him out too. Anyways, it doesn't hurt, and it helps the algorithm. I don't know what that is, but it makes our videos pop up more often when we get likes and when we get views. So if the non-subscribers are cruising around YouTube, my video might just pop up for just because, and they click on it and they might like what they see. Anyways, it's a strange thing. It's YouTube, right? Anyways, check on a brother, family member, sister. Check on your neighbor. They want to hear from you. All right, be good.